I wanted to go back to the question of laterals. It's very well apparent that you're not going to gain the numbers through academies with the other things going on. And I heard the comments that they may not be, those people may not be seeking those positions as they had historically in the past. But I'm curious, what is it that can induce that? I believe Councilmember Constant spoke about this in the past, about offering incentives, ones that would be paid out over time. And I'd like to hear whether it's, I think I'd like to hear directly from the chief on that one and hear what your thoughts are.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'd love to have laterals. As a matter of fact, not only laterals, but it'd be great to have some of the officers that have left to come back. So with that, I mean, there are
what
things,
is it you need for to make that happen?
Well, in terms of probably the compensation packages as to what's offered currently, probably not only their agency that they may be leaving, but as to what we offer in terms of how that looks. Because, I mean, obviously, there's really no comparison, I think, between us and a smaller agency and the ability for them to move laterally and upwardly. So the work dynamic is quite a bit different, and their opportunities are a lot different. But it's just that package as to what attracts them here. So
what could that package comprise?
Well, I don't know if I can answer that now, other than at some point to find out exactly what, and it's got to be probably not only the pay and things that we've talked about, whether disability, all the things that really affect us now. So it's a combination really of those things that affect us now that obviously that would attract the laterals as well.
If you're going to narrow down just to cash compensation, what do you believe that number should be? Again, here's a lateral. I work in a different department. I've already received my post-training. I'm qualified, coming from whatever city in California.
Well,
what do you think? Do you think $50,000, $10,000 paid out every single year for 5 years until we're able to, you know?
I'm not sure what the number is, but you know, when we talk about those as well, we just also got to consider the officers that have stayed here in terms of what they've done for us in terms of their ability to stay through some of the hard times, and whether compensation is not only given to laterals to attract them, but obviously to the officers that, again, that have been here. But I think Chief Garcia had something to add, just to add to that as well.
Council members, some of the information we've gotten anecdotally when we go to recruiting fairs and things of that nature with the laterals also is simply, you know, when you have laterals from local agencies or what have you, you know, coming in from their current retirement system and then coming into the Tier 2 retirement system, and the age at that point is an issue that we've heard from them. The other issue also is the amount that they pay into their retirement compared to net currently, and then coming here, and then that delta, you know, over time. And that's one of the things that we have heard from lateral recruits as to why they don't feel comfortable.
Right. So with that being said, that all comes down to the net paycheck.
Yeah.
So if you're able to offer the compensation to make that equivalent to any other one, what is that amount? And maybe you can't answer that today. You've said you don't want to answer that, and I understand, man, I have it at your fingertips, but we've been talking about this for a long time, whether it was the study session today or 3 years ago, whether it was Rob Davis when we were going to have all the baby boomers retire on top of what all the other stuff have happened. But it seems as though that we've been pensive on allowing laterals to come over. And I guess a question for City Attorney, is a package to induce laterals a meet and confer issue with the union?
It's compensation, yes.
So even if we want to offer a greater incentives for those that have already been trained, we don't have to catch those training costs. They're already qualified, obviously have excellent backgrounding. That would have to be a negotiated thing to achieve.
It's a